So for today's vlog, we are going to share the apply for a probationary, which is 13A visa. And since here in Butuan, there's no 13A visa processing here, so we need to go to Davao, either Davao or Cagayan. And as far our experience, we called Cagayan first because Cagayan is much closer here in Butuan, but Cagayan they are not really into, since we are, by the way, we are online marriage couple. And so when we called Cagayan, when we asked that we are going to apply for a 13A visa, what are the requirements, and they already discouraged me that since we are online marriage, there's impossible for us to pass or to get a visa here in Philippines. My husband, yes, and then so we decided to go to Davao, and even it's far, so but first we go there, we called first what are the requirements, and then they are very accommodating. They really what you gonna ask them, they're really gonna answer you, and they are nice. Yes. People there. I mean yes, workers. Yeah. Yes. And so for our we're going to talk about our 13A visa application processing, how we process it, because we need to do it before the
6 months is up.
6 months is up. So we started to to process it before 3 months.
Yeah, 3 months before
expiration of your
6 months stay.
Yeah, 6 months stay. So for us, we are online marriage, so there's additional requirements aside from the one that you can get from the online form from their site, which is the checklist. And before you do it, you have to call if you are going to do it in Davao, you have to call them first to do so online marriage there. And you can talk to us or you can message us so that we, if you need help. So our processing, so the checklist, these are the checklist for a probationary, because first we have to apply for a probationary, then next is for the amendment after 1 year. Excuse me. So these are the checklist. First, you have to provide a joint letter request addressed to the commissioner from the applicant and their petitioning Filipino spouse. It should be notarized. So here I'm gonna show you our joint letter. I just Google it and just change some of it, of course. Is this the joint letter, Babana? So here, our joint letter. You have to notarize it. And here the joint letter, and it should be addressed here to the commissioner and the control officer in the Davao, because they need it. And and notarize it. I only paid 150 for the notarization. And next is the SIGA form. For the SIGA form, if you are going to apply in Davao, they really, because in the online form, if you are going to download the online form, there's no TIN on it. If you will check it, there's no TIN. This is the SIGA form, right? So there is no TIN there. If you download that, there is no TIN. So if the Davao, if you will forward it to Davao, and then when they check that there's no TIN, they will not accept it. So you have to ask the immigration if they have a form of that have TIN or tax payer identification number, because that's what the Davao asked from us. So that one, you have to comply this too. And next, the marriage certificate. So by the way, our marriage certificate, after we report it to San Francisco, after that, we have to wait for like 6 months, Baba, or 3 months?
From embassy? 3 months, yes.
3 months.
Yes.
Once we are approved, we have from the report of marriage, we approved, then we have to wait another 3 months for the PSA copy. So we get our PSA copy after 3 months. So when we get it, we process right away. Then you have to provide that too. And then birth certificate of a Filipino spouse, PSA original, you have to provide original too. Then the photocopy of the passport bio page and the latest submission with valid. You have to photocopy all the passport of your husband and the extension those extension that they gave to you from the immigration. You have to photocopy all of that too. They need it. And then in VI clearance, in VI clearance, you have to get it 1 month before the process, because the NBI you have to wait right, Baba?
Yes.
For your husband foreigner, you have to wait 1 month before you will get it. So before you process it, if you want it to be early, or because the NBI will take time for your husband, it's just okay for a Filipino, but for the foreigner it takes 1 month for you to get it. So process the NBI clearance first. Next is we didn't do the clearance certificate, didn't ask for that from us. And then the photocopy of Filipino spouse ID. Since I don't have a passport or visa, American visa, what is it?
Yes.
Yes, I only photocopy my ID, my valid ID. That's all I get. And I also photocopy my NBI clearance. Then the joint affidavit of guarantee. It should be notarized, the joint affidavit of guarantee. Here, I have a sample here. This one. I just googled it. You can check it in Google and just don't copy all of it. That's all. So next is they also add for a questionnaire form. Davao immigration, they have to comply a questionnaire. Since we are here in Butuan that time, I heard that they have a questionnaire in their Facebook site. So I scroll it, I find it in a Facebook, and then I found the PDF. I think that was PDF, and I downloaded it. It wasn't that clear, but it's still we can.
It's acceptable.
That's still acceptable in Davao because we are far. So like this, it was like this, and it's a questionnaire. It's about the questionnaire about you and your husband, and first page it's about your husband, and it should be him to fill out that first page, and the second page was for the wife.
Can you explain a little bit what kind of questions they have?
It's just a questions that about how did you meet, what qualities, good qualities, why is your husband reside in Philippines, something like that, and and I think that's all that they ask from us. And by the way, the amount that we paid, Baba,
Was it 12,000 something?
the amount that we paid for our visa, where's the notebook? For our visa in a 13A visa is For no,
I think it was 12,000 something.
what's that? Okay, for the amount that we paid for the visa was 8,000 plus 2,500. How much is it? 10,000.
500.
11,370 total. 11,370. That's how much we paid for the 13A visa process. So after you are approved, after your papers are comply and they will accept it, then you have to pay down for the 13A visa. And then after that, oh by the way, all the requirements, you have to prepare all the requirements in 3 sets. So first set. First set is the original copies, and then you have to photocopies that original copy for 2 copies, and then put that in the 2 folder, and it's a 3 sets.
Yeah, three folders.
3 set.
Yes.
Sets. 3 sets.
Yes.
Like 1 original copies and the 2 photocopies. You have to prepare that and put each set.
Each set.
Put each set in a folder with fastener. So yeah. You should don't forget to notarize and put the original photocopies in folder each set. Then after that, after you paid, you have to go back again because there's a upstairs and then when you go downstairs you have to pay in the cashier, and then you have to go back again for what was it, Baba?
Interview?
Yes, and no, that wasn't an interview.
Well, next day we had the interview. So anyway, when all these papers were turned in, documents, and if he paid, so they said it takes about 3 months to get an answer if they accepted the extension of the visa. And from there, from Davao, they sent it up to the headquarters, which located in Manila.
No, Baba, why did you talk that? We are not finished yet. So after we pay the cashier for the processing, we have to photocopy another copies for his card, which is the iCard, and we have to photocopy again 3 copies and for his iCard, and don't photocopy it yet because they have to stamp it
Yes.
before you photocopy for the iCard, and another 3 sets again, and you have to Baba? Submit it to another control officer, and then they're gonna call your husband for that photo, and then they're gonna give you a claims there and one set of copy. And then yes, and then you since we are in Butuan, so they decided, because after that the something like the in charge, they are going to interview us, and then something like they are going to give us certification. So we have to wait next day again.
Usually takes a couple weeks by appointment, but we were so lucky to say that the woman who was gonna who does the interview was there next day, and they said, well, might as well just stay here for another night, and then we come in tomorrow morning and she's gonna do the interview, ask questions from us. And the interview was very pleasant.
Yes.
It was almost like sitting out in a cafe and talking to a friend. She asked questions.
The interviewer interview us together, not one by one. Yes. It was just like a friend talk.
Yeah. What questions were they that for example, how did we meet? How long do we know each other?
Yes. That's what we call the hearing. There's a hearing.
Yeah, hearing, yes. And then
Yes.
why we decided to get married. We think we're gonna stay together, and then it was a female who did the hearing, and she asked actually a funny question from me. She said, "Mr. Nagy, you like young women?" I said, "I love my wife. She's young, but not. I don't care for other women, right?" And then she just giggled, and we had a little more conversation. But it was very simple, maybe 30 minutes.
Yes, and then after that, they will give you a certification like this.
Yeah.
They give us like this certification, and
Yeah.
and that's it. We have to wait for like 3 months for his card,
Yeah.
I-card, provisionary card, and then I think that was only took like 2.5 months. They message us like we are approved.
Yeah.
Yes.
Back to this, hearing. I forgot to mention that what they basically are really checking, the one who does the interview, to say that how sincere you are. If it's really for real or just fake. If it's a fake, she has the final say so before the documents go up to Manila.
Yes.
So
Like there's a saying here that recommendation for approval or for this
right.
approval.
So everything went fine. And
Yeah, but she was nice. And so by the way, there was an additional requirements for us because we are an online marriage. So
Yes,
so
we got married.
we are online marriage. So the immigration, in order for us to pass the 13A visa, so we have to provide a certificate of marriage like this.
It's done here in the Philippines.
Yeah, done here in Philippines.
Yes.
And it's being signed by a minister or pastor. And yeah, you don't have to do another marriage again. It's what we call the
I mean, you can if you
renewal
want to.
of vow.
Yes, renewal of vows. Yeah.
Yes. So this is what they need from us because we are online marriage. So for you, if you are online marriage, that's all what you need. And yeah, finally we get approved and he got his ID. Wait, where's your ID, Baba?
Let me get my wallet.
So
All right, I'm back.
So he got his card like this. It says provisionary. Here is a provisionary. This is what it looks like. And yeah, after it's 1 year because it's still it's provisionary yet, and then we have to apply for amendment, which is permanent residency for him here in Philippines, and we have to apply that next year, like January.
You know how much is that going to cost?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
So yeah, we are glad that finally, even though we are online marriage, but we still get approved. And yeah, because some people they said that we are online marriage, it's hard for us to get approved.
Yeah.
Even in the report of marriage, we didn't expect that the consulate will approve us. Yeah.
But we checked with the consulate, which one they approved in the United States, and there was 2 places only. One was California, Los Angeles, I believe. California.
San Francisco.
Oh, San Francisco, I'm sorry, yeah. And the other one was in Salt Lake City, Utah, but was much cheaper than what's called one in California. Okay.
So that's all for this video, and I hope this will help. And for those online marriage, if you have some questions, you can private message us, or you just comment down. Maybe we can help.
Feel free.
Feel free. And yes, and that's all we did. We are the one who processed all the papers. We didn't pay anyone. That's all. We save money much from it, right? Because for the notarization, we only paid 150 each, like form. Yes, and yes.
So if you like what you hear, would like to know other things, feel free to give us any ideas, and if you can, we talk about them. There's so many things that other people would be interested, so let us know, please, and then we do another vlog on that, based on your interest.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Well, thank you for staying this long, watching our vlog, and all of you, yeah, please give us a like.
Yes.
And if you like more, then
forget
subscribe,
to
please.
subscribe.
Yes. Enjoy your day.
Enjoy
Stay
your
safe.
day and stay safe. God bless.